It's time to start running!
Hello, hello, good evening, welcome to the home of the Ghost Owl. Here we are, Monday night stream, and we're playing Planet Crafter, continuing our playthrough of the new DLC, which is Toxicity. Obviously, we played last time, we got through to 2.21 MTi. We just discovered a new area, a new biome. So the plan is there wasn't much in our old biome, just sulfur was the only decent material. So in my guess is that this new area is probably going to be an area that we're going to want to have our main base. However, I don't want to go big on a main base till I've got the 3x3 habitat module, so we're on the lookout for the habitat module, but as soon as we've got that and we can start building up a much bigger base, we'll be shifting a lot of stuff that we built in the previous area into the new area. So that's the plan. So without further ado, let's jump into Planet Crafter Toxicity. And for those that haven't seen before, there is a full Planet Crafter playthrough of the original Planet on YouTube, and this is one of my favorite games. I really love this game. It's built by a really small, started off as a two-man studio from France, Miju Games. Absolutely brilliant. They've done a great job. Lots of good QOL, but it's progressive QOL, which is fantastic. So this is a new area. We do have some grow tubes. We do have a crafter here so that we can get water if we need. Let's see, we've got plenty of space in our containers here. But one of the first things I did want to do is we built an emergency base when we first came through underneath the railway here, and I do want to transfer those materials across. What we're really on the lookout for, iridium, uranium and osmium, are the things that we are desperately lacking and is really hampering our progress at the moment. So first things first, let's transfer all these maps down to our main base. Why did we move the base? Well, back there, there's no way up really onto the railway, but here where we've built our base is pretty much next to the ladder and the station. If we go up there, and we can actually use the train, and the train has its own cargo area as well, going backwards and forwards to the various areas. So that's very cool. So first things first though, let's move all this across. Yup. Bit of a base admin to start with. That's Planet Crafter. It's all about the base admin, and the automation comes later. So, these are all pretty darn full. Like so. And the next one we're going to have to build some more. We're probably going to have to build more habitat modules as well for the storage here. So I will need to think about that, because we're going to need lots of storage, because I need to clear out as much as I can, gain materials, until I say I can get that 3x3, which is what I'm really looking for here. So, yeah, let's think about... I know we can build a few more of these, actually. Let's build a few more of the storage containers first. So yeah, this is a new DLC. It's the second of the DLCs. First DLC, Planet Humble, and then on to this DLC, which is Toxicity. But there was also a free update, which was the Moons update, and we do have Humble, but we haven't played it, and we do have obviously the Moons. So that was a free update. We haven't done that yet either. So I do want to do a full playthrough on Planet Humble, and I do want to do a continuation playthrough from my original game onto the Moons to give that a go as well. So we will see how that pans out. Missing those very large lockers from the trade rockets. That was such a huge thing to get in the previous playthrough. Like I say, our main base is actually the other side of this train. That's actually a long way, and so there wasn't much good stuff there. The only good material that I managed to find there was the sulfur. The aluminum that we found there was all from wreckage. We didn't actually find any aluminum biome area, so that was disappointing. Aluminum definitely has been the bane, early on bane, but iridium and uranium also missing, and osmium, so that we can start getting those drills up, which is also something that we're lacking. So let's put that in there. We are going to need another one of these. So let's get that built. But yeah, like I say, I really don't like to go for a big base build until I've got the 3x3s. It's a real pain to build a base using the single cell habitat module and then have to rebuild the base with the 3x3s. It's a lot of move, because the other problem is there's no move item. You have to destroy it and then rebuild it. This game is crying out for just a move item. So right, if I get rid of that and that, all is good. That will give us the mats to build another habitat module on the side. Just gives us a little bit more space, say, until we get that 3. And we'll have to decide whereabouts in the 3x3. But at the moment, I'm thinking for a big base build. Not exactly where I am here, but you can see just in front, it looks like a nice flattish area over there that could be interesting. So, you know, I am thinking that could be of interest there. So, right, habitat module. You go on here. Oh, it won't let me. I don't know if it's because of that or because of the floor. Oh, there you go. Cool. Yeah, because we're pretty low down here, so... hang on, did we... Yeah, it's the right one. And let's build another one there. Cool. Right. And we'll build another... We're going to need plenty of containers for now. And store all this in here. I mean, I don't want to use too much stuff. These are growing. How much actually food do we have here? We have one here, so I need to put that actually into my bag. So we don't have too much food here. We have one spare food, plenty of water. We just got to hope that these grow and grow quicker. So that's something we're going to have to keep an eye on. In fact, I'm going to have some water before I go because water is actually easy to make. 3 food growers is optimal. That's aluminum, so I'm going to pick that up while it's right here because aluminum is still pretty valuable to me, as is the super alloy. Again, super alloy is something that has been not that easy to find. Right. But there should be more aluminum here. There you go. Plenty of aluminum there. That's good. Anything we can do to build that aluminum up. We've got spores, more aluminum scraps. We can probably get one more aluminum scrap if we find it. No, that's just normal metal. No, don't see anything else there. So we'll pick up some of the spores actually while we're here. Those are all full. Okay. Right, so that's a good start. That's a good start. Let's go over this area, see what we've got over here. We did clear all this out last time, so... Alright, we've got iridium here, okay. It's just lying around, but it's obviously is a place that we could probably mine the iridium then. But to get any mining stuff, we need osmium. And that is something that we have definitely struggled to find. There's not a huge amount of iridium lying around. But there's a container. Oh, it's got an iridium rod in it. That's always welcome. Food is low. I am seeing that. So the iridium at the moment centered around this whole area, in fact, is pretty iridium heavy. Yeah, on the ground as well. Okay. So this is definitely an iridium mining area. Definitely, definitely. Got something over there with goop, so that's definitely got to be a place where we're going to be heading. Let's pick up the shroom. That's always useful, and some spores. Any more last iridium to pick up while we're here? Doesn't look... Oh, no, there's some here. It's like we're on the edge of the goop. Yeah, we're on the edge of the toxic area there, right? Alright, well that'll do for now. That's a whole bunch of iridium. We picked up an iridium rod from that case. That's really nice. Excellent. Get that in there. Get that in there. Let's have that. Put that back. Let's get the food as the emergency food. So how are we doing on this? Not ready yet, 73%. But by the time we need food again, I'm thinking they should be built, which is nice. And we are going to need some more storage. As I said, at the moment, this is literally just an entire storage thing until we can find, say, that chip, which is going to give us the stuff that we need. So let's start cleaning up this area of goop, so that we can explore around here further and also pick up more of that iridium. Why won't you let me up? Let me up, let me up. Okay. Nice. Oh, it doesn't look like it's open, unfortunately. Oh no, it is. It is. Okay, so this is the place we were at before. Okay. Take that. Don't know what that is. Ooh, spacesuit locker. Alright, we can't do that, but we'll take them anyway. What have we got here? Okay, so that's T2. Ooh, an energy multiplier. Just happens to be lying around. That's incredibly useful. Okay, we're going to need to get out of here now because we are still in the toxic zone. Let's go reset that. In fact, we'll just go reset everything while we're here. We've slowed down that the goop accumulation, which is nice. Might need a third food grower. That's definitely in my mind. What do I need for a third food grower? Where is it? Aluminum, iron, and water. We can definitely do it. The question is, do we have the power? Aluminum, water, and iron. Moment of truth. Do we have the water to do this? Yeah, we don't. So that answers that question. And this has been the issue with the lack of uranium and not being able to build as many nuclear reactors as I'd like. Right, next area of goop is over here. Let's try and get the toxicity down a bit further. Good. Okay. It's like a storm, not asteroids. I don't see any goop up here, so it must be just this area then. Good, we've got the toxicity down now. More at the back here. Nice. Take it there's none inside. Don't see any goop inside. Okay. Extract that, left that behind, that's fine. Let's head back. Let's head back. So we've cleaned 17 of 25 of the toxic elements. Which is not too bad. Not too bad. We're getting there. Right, let's go in. Did get some more food though, which was nice. That gives us some more emergency food. Those are all. Let's see how much stuff we picked up though. Like, we're getting mats, but not necessarily the right mats. Osmium being the key one. How's our food? Not ready yet. 93%. Is there any ice? I want to make some more water while I can. Yeah, a bunch of ice around here, which is nice. It's not Dune, it's Planet Crafter, so instead of the spice is nice, the ice is nice. Yes, sir. Hydration level low. I know that, that's why I'm gathering ice. Right, I did see a container over here. There it is, look at you, little buried by the rock. Cunning. Nice. Okay, right. Sweet. Right, what do I have? I have T2 agility boots, so that's good. I have the big backpack. I have the T3 oxygen tank. Okay, so I've got most of that stuff, and I'm currently full anyway, so I can't add anything extra. Right. Very good. And water is full. How's my beans? 99% on my runner beans. Give me my beans. Cool. One bean fills us up. So, you know, in comparison to the other ones, which they only fill like 30%. That's pretty good. Right, let's go clean the goop off this area a little bit more. Fair few bits of iridium lying on the ground, but nowhere near enough for what we need for all the heaters, rockets, all that sort of stuff. That's definitely going to be needed for the big end or high end progression end game, even mid game. I mean, not even. I wouldn't definitely not even at the mid game right now. We've literally just come out of the first area, so. And we're done. Look at that. Nice one. Nice one. So this area is now fully cleansed of toxic goop. These containers often have good stuff in, so. But it doesn't appear so this time. No, not a huge amount of stuff there, and that's not a building, it's just kind of a foundation. So it looks like this is the main thing. This is the main thing. Whoa, okay, that's got some nice stuff in those containers, and we've got another one of these here. Okay, that looks like some good loot in there. Let's go back and ditch our mats. Still not finding any chips. What I really need is chips, because I want those to get the habitat module. Because the habitat module is not something you unlock through terraformation. It's something you have to find the blueprint chip for, which is a little bit frustrating, because I see it as actually a key thing for me to want to build a big base. So we're going to need yet another one of these. We did pick up purification gel there, which was nice. This area definitely getting stacked for mats, which is great. Because it means I can build more before having to do a full shuttle run backwards and forwards. Okay. More food. Food is good. Ooh, look at that. We got a purification multiplier fuse. Ooh, that's a new one. Ooh, and we got another one of these over here. Wow, okay, this place is stacked. Not finding any chips. But the more I look at it over here, the more I like the idea of making that area there a big base from what I can see at the moment. You know, I will explore a little bit further before I fully make a decision. But that like nice big flat area like that is nice. We're gonna need another one of these. That. It's a lot of loot. Still no osmium. Still no source of uranium. And still no reliable source of aluminum. Okay, that looks like a sandstorm, not asteroid strike. Show me a chip. There's more suits. I don't want those. Oh, those are new though, so I'll take those. Random rocket. I didn't check that one. Oh, look, and this is full as well. My word, this place has got some loot. Loot. We got that there. We got no rod hanging around. Still no blueprint chips here though. Rubbish. Okay, we're going to have to build another habitation module, so let's get rid of non-mats. Nice to get the rocket engines, not going to lie. Right, that should be enough to... Oh, no, that is not what I want to build. And did I have... Yeah, I do have... give me more iron. I'll trade you a spacesuit. Sweet. Need those blueprint chips. The bio lab now, which is nice. See all this cool stuff, but without that 3x3, I'm not building a big base because it's just such a pain to rebuild it. It certainly is. Right. Did I check the other one? I didn't check the back of the other one. Okay, that's not a rocket motor. That's not. I will take you, and I would definitely take you. Uranium rod. That will help with any power concerns because we need that for nuclear reactors. Oh, what's up here? Ooh, hello. I will take you. Got space. I wonder if I can collect that. That would be cool. Or at least break it down, maybe. That is a huge win. Getting that place. That is a huge win for materials. Huge. I do need some water. Okay, still got some mats to go, so let's keep emptying the place. And once it's fully empty, I know it's done, right? That's why I want to get it cleared out, and then we know that we can move on. I'm thinking of loading up for an emergency outpost and heading over into the corner over here, see what we've got. I see some structure there, and those mountains look like the edge of the map, right? So that means we'll have explored all of this corner of the map. Okay. No, so we can't access any of that, which is a shame. There's no button or anything I can see. No blue chips, microchips, or anything like that. Okay, gonna head back. On the way back, I want to stop at that other one over here because there was a buggy in there, and I didn't check the back of the buggy. No, there's nothing, and we did check that. Okay. Okay, oh, but there is one up here as well, look. Ah. There we go. We did check that already, yeah. Cool. Well, we found some more stuff and got another rocket motor, so that's good. Once we get our big base, we'll get our launch bay over and start launching rockets, and that'll be big as well. Some structure up there as well, actually. That structure's a lot closer. I'm going to just check that structure on top of that hill there. You know, structures can hold blueprints, and that's what we're after, right? So how's our beam?